Jesse Hayward leading the charge here.
Jesse Hayward, he's a 150.19 guy, so he should be feeling.
Jesse Hayward in the black.
Jesse Hayward from north of Colorado.
Right now it's Jesse Hayward leading the pack.
It's Harper versus Hayward into the home stretch now.
Actually, the winner is going to be Hayward. Jesse Hayward holds on.
We're at 150. We should get sub twos here.
Jesse Hayward of northern Colorado in second right now. And Hayward hang on for northern Colorado.
Hayward not done.
Who's gonna win it?
Wanna test my love for you. Don't know how to express my love. That's why American Express my love for you. I need you, yeah, I really do. Tell me what to do. Tell me what to do.
Okay.
Tell me what to do. All I know is hit the mall and see what damage I could do.
Okay.
I give you the world, but there's other planets too where I need someone to
I just wanted an explanation.
One of the most important aspects of that is to ensure your safety.
When I close my eyes before going into Universium, I think about the moment we were hoping wouldn't end. Cause I never knew it was my imagination. I never wanted to say what I said, I just wanted an explanation.
All right, guys, we made it to the University of Washington. We're about a mile away from campus right now. Pretty easy trip, nothing too crazy. We are going to get ready for a little bit of a pre-meet. We're going to go on a 4-mile run, do some strides, and sort of relax for the rest of the day. Get ready for this big 800 that we've got tomorrow at the University of Washington at the Husky Classic. So it'll be a massive race. We're going to have a ton of fun. Yeah, we'll probably talk a little bit more about the race in a little bit, but for now, we're going to relax, go on this pre-meet, and that's going to be that. So here we go. Premeet time, baby. Here we go. Here we go. One mile in, I didn't know Washington had architecture like this. It's super pretty. Very pretty out here.
Top mountain.
Oh yeah.
Running with Jesse.
What's up, everybody? Jesse here. We just finished our Premeet 4 miles plus 5 100-meter strides. Feeling really, really good today. You can definitely feel the difference between being at 6,000 feet up in Aurora versus being here at sea level. So felt really good today. Also got to go inside Dempsey, kind of get a feel of the layout of the place. Haven't been here since high school, so it's been a while since I've warmed up on the infield and the track, so it's good to kind of get the feel for how exactly warm-up is going to go tomorrow. But yeah, felt really good on this Premeet. We're going to break down the race a little bit later, but that's going to do it for now. And we'll get some Olive Garden later tonight, right, Julia?
Oh yeah.
Or something like that. So yeah, that's going to do it for now. We'll see you guys in a bit. Here we go. Bye-bye. Yes! Let's go! Isaac Rasco just ran a sub 15 in Chicago. Kudos, Isaac. First sub 15 5K.
36, 37, 437. Yeah, so.
Trader Joe's haul, breakfast for tomorrow, some snacks. We are all set.
Follow, subscribe, like those videos.
Yeah, dude.
All right, guys, 6 years ago, we were right here in Seattle, Washington, my senior year of high school indoor track. It was pretty crazy. I transferred schools between my sophomore and junior years of high school to a school that really took their running program very seriously. And it took it so seriously that I found out about indoor track. That year, I went to my first indoor track meet at UCCS, and then my very second indoor meet ever of all time in my senior year of high school was here at the University of Washington for a high school invitational that they were holding for high school athletes doing winter track. The meet before that, I'd run the 800 at UCCS and I ran 2 flat 201, by far the fastest 800 I've ever run. And coming into this race 6 years ago here at the University of Washington as a high schooler, I had the goal of breaking 2 minutes in the 800. Now, I know for a lot of you guys, that is a really, really big milestone, breaking 2 in the 800. And I remember for me, back in high school, that was all that I was shooting for. I was going out there, giving everything that I had so that I could run under 2 in the 800 meters. And sure enough, I went out there, I executed the race perfectly, just as I wanted to, just as coach asked me to, and we ran a 1:59 that race, breaking 2 for the first time, and it felt awesome. At that time, it just felt like the biggest accomplishment of all time. It was huge. I remember, running to the team. They were all so excited for me. It was really one of my all-time favorite track and field moments. And I think to myself, looking back at that moment, what would that Jesse 6 years ago think, looking at this Jesse now, seeing how far we've come, how much we've improved. Like now we're looking at 148s and 149s, look at sub 150 in the 800 rather than sub 2. And it's crazy to look back and see all of the progress that I've made since that point, since one of my first indoor meets ever. And now I get to come full circle and have my very final indoor track meet, basically where it all started. That sub 2 800 was sort of the first time I got put on the radar. After that meet was the first time I heard from UNC's coach at the time. And then just that springboarded me into outdoor season, ran at 156. And that's the whole reason why I got to run at the University of Northern Colorado and have this career that I've been able to have. So it's really, really surreal going back to kind of where it all started at Dempsey at the University of Washington. And that is the race that we have tomorrow. We ran the 800 then, and tomorrow we have the last indoor 800 meters of our career, and I couldn't be more excited. This is gonna be so much fun. I talked a little bit about it in my last video, but the mindset going into Nebraska was very different than the mindset that I have coming into this race. I'm excited. I feel very confident in myself. I know that I'm gonna go out there and put myself in the best position to, run a PR in the 800 indoors. I've got so much fitness. I was talking to Coach Plant, on the phone just a couple minutes ago. He was saying, you just ran a 409 mile. You ran 151 in December. You've got all the tools that you need to go out there and run a sub 150. And frankly, that's my goal for tomorrow. I've sort of just been telling myself that I can go out there, I can do it, sort of speaking that to myself, giving myself the self-confidence to go out there and run a PR in the 800. My current PR indoors for the 800 is a 150.13. So I know if we PR, we're going under that sub 150 mark. So that's the goal. I haven't looked at the heat sheets too much. Nate has talked to me a little bit about kind of what to expect as far as my heat goes. One of the people in my heat is going to be Zach Bright. You guys have probably seen him in some of my Big Sky videos before. He's a University of Idaho runner, really, really fast guy, also a 148 guy. That's the type of runner that we're going to have in our heat going into tomorrow. A lot of 148, 149 runners. Everyone in that heat is going to be gunning for that sub 150, 800 indoors tomorrow at the University of Washington. My plan for tomorrow is to get out like a dog that first 200 meters. I haven't done a good job of really getting out hard in these races, but I feel like on a flat track where it's a little bit more open, it's not as compressed as those 200 meter bank tracks. It's going to give me a better opportunity to get out and get the position that I want, give me a little bit more breathing room, heading into the rest of this race, that last 600 meters. And then that second 300 meters, that second lap is just going to be focused on positioning. We're not going to make any big boy moves at that point in the race. That's sort of the position part of the race. If you guys remember the 4 Ps of the 800, we're kind of hanging out in that second zone right there, the position phase. So we're just really going to work with the teams around us, work with the athletes around us, and make sure that we put ourselves in a good position going into that last 300 meters, because whether it's indoor or outdoor, once that last 300 meters hits, it's just go time from that point on. One thing that Nate talked to me about is it's not like you're flipping one gear and just shooting one bullet that last 300 meters. You're sort of building up and getting ready for that final straightaway and sort of switching gear after gear after gear, going all the way around the track until you get to that last straightaway, and then it's all out. And that's sort of what I'm going to have in my head when I'm racing this 800 meters tomorrow. Overall, I'm really excited. We're shooting for that sub 150, the last indoor meet of my entire career. It's so surreal that it's here, but I look at all the amazing moments that I've had in indoor up to this point, and I sort of love, I've had a lot of awesome outdoor moments, but I think that some of my indoor moments, my very first vlog that I put out here on YouTube, racing against these Big Sky teams and going to the University of Boston, running on that super, super fast track. Running indoors is just kind of a different beast. It's almost a different sport at the end of the day. It really does. It feels completely different. It's more physical. It sort of feels more like racing when you're racing indoors, and you've got the whole stadium kind of compact watching you as you're going around the track. It's really been so surreal running indoor. It's been one of my favorite experiences, and it's so cool that it all gets to kind of come to an end here at the University of Washington, where it all started 6 years ago. Yeah, so that's going to do it for kind of this breakdown before the race. Me and Julie had some Italian food, had some pasta, so we are all ready to go for tomorrow. We're going to get to bed nice and early. Tomorrow we're racing around 1:30 Pacific time, so we're probably going to take our last meal around 10:30 and sort of get prepped 2 hours before, and then we're going to start warming up around 12:30, and then it's go time. I'll be getting some footage, Julie will be getting some footage, but that's going to do it for now. We're super excited. Tomorrow is the Husky Classic at the University of Washington. It's going to be a fun one. let's end this indoor career strong. Here we go, baby. What's up, guys? It is race day here in Seattle, Washington. Julie and I are walking down to the track right now. It's around 11 o'clock and we race at 1:30, so we still got about 2.5 hours until race time. The plan for right now is to head over there, kind of get set up at the track, get our packet picked up and everything, get our bib on, and then from that point on, it's just getting ready to warm up, and then it's race time, baby. So Julie's gonna be getting some videos and some footage of the warm up and the race and everything, but it's time to rock and roll. Last indoor meet ever at Dempsey at the University of Washington at the Husky Classic. So here we go. Here we go.
How are you feeling?
Feeling good. All done. We got the bike carb. We're ready to go now. Alright guys, just took the bike carb, feeling really good, about 5 minutes till warm up, so I'm gonna shut it down. Not gonna be talking to you guys until after the race is over, but yeah, 2-mile warm up, lots and lots of stretching, and then it's go time at 1:30. Here we go.
Looking down from the heights that we have built all by ourselves, and there is fear of the unknown, but we cannot lose control when we feel like the world is against us. We're trying to find ourselves without the defining word.
Let's have some fun.
We can no longer hold on to what only makes us hurt. We cannot sink into the dark. The vertigo is getting sharp. There's something greater than ourselves that we must reach for.
A little bit confusing, and the athlete who's in that inside lane, if he drifts to the outside of lane 1, people think they have an alley along those cones, and if you're in the lane at all, you own that lane and you have the right to close it down and stop somebody from going inside of it.
Leave Iker Sanchez Lopez. Not sure if he's on pace to do this or not, but it looks like he might be. teammates following. Yep, he's definitely on pace with this. Moving back to spot where his teammates are, now drifting into 2.
Come on, Jackie! Is the question to ask. There are so many choices.
Kind of tell when that stride's a little exaggerated, just trying to get out in front, making sure he's out of traffic as he goes to set the pace. That was 2 teammates. 1-2 here as Idaho steps in the third. Zach Bright of Idaho. Dylan Burrows with the lead in the Bell Lap.
Yeah, Sanchez Lopez, he looked a little frantic. It's like, okay, he's trying to run fast in the first 200 meters. That gave it away.
Burrows strong, running down the backstretch. Zach Bright closely behind. Bright's going to get past here. Central Washington's Johan Correa. Powerful strides down the front stretch. We're 5 wide on the front stretch for a moment. Nobody catching Correa though.
Yeah, let's take a look at this finish.
NCAA Outdoor Championships last year, partner.
And I was going to say, let's take a look at this finish. Look at everybody up there fighting, and Correa just comes away with it. Nice finish there, under 149 flat. First athlete we've seen today.
149.1. Like, I'm almost in tears, man. I was so nervous, and that's been my goal for so long, to break 150 indoors, and dude, it's done now. Dude.
How was that?
Yeah, it's like a...
You did it, Jesse.
All done.
All done.
You also made a bit of a sure shot with the first 200 meters. It's like you're done. I'll be watching. I'll be pulling for it. Alright, last indoor meet ever. It's so surreal.
Homeless.
We don't have a car, and Ubers are expensive, so we're trekking it to the Space Needle. It's like a 4-mile walk, but we're gonna make it. We're gonna get there. In the world? Whoa. What's up, guys? We are here at the Seattle Space Needle here in Seattle, Washington. Absolutely beautiful here. Me and Julia walked like almost 5 miles to get here, but we made it. We trekked it all the way over to the other side of Seattle, and it is, as you can see, totally worth it. I remember being here in high school, like I said before, walking around with my high school team, going to check out the Seattle Space Needle, and here we are. So I've kind of had some time to digest the race, talk it through with Julia, with Coach Plant, with some of my teammates, and there's no other way that I would want my career to end than it did today at Dempsey. 149.1. I was telling myself the goal for the last couple of years has been go under 150 in the 800, and we finally got that. We got that 149.1. We destroyed sub 150, so almost ran a 148. I think that sets us up perfectly for outdoor season. As far as the actual race and how it went, I got out really, really strong. That was one of my weak points going all the way throughout the season, was how fast can I get out? And I sort of settled after the, get out the first 7 steps, but I put myself in a really good position, make moves that were gonna sort of make sure that we're not getting boxed in, we're not losing our positioning. And I didn't make any big boy moves on that second lap, like I said before the race. And then once you hear that bell lap, 300 meters to go, I just started moving with Zach. Those New Mexico guys kind of put a gap on us, and we were able to catch back up to them with around 200 meters to go. And then after that last 200 meters, I just felt like that fire in me that I haven't felt basically since Boston. Maybe at CU a little bit, but since Boston and 800, to really just go out there and give it everything that I had. As I was running that last 50 meters on that straightaway, I made a crazy move diagonally, kind of weaving around people, getting to that finish line. We were able to just barely get second place, run that 149.1, and there's no other way that I would want to go out as far as my indoor career goes. So that's as far as the race breakdown goes. Super happy with it. We're just going to enjoy our time for the rest of this time here in Seattle. We're going to go home, and we got 6 weeks of training before we get to start outdoor season. Late night McDonald's.
Chicken nuggets.
That lady is not wearing proper surgical attire. She needs a different mask. Oh, jeez. Midnight McDonald's.